Repeatedly, I have fear-mongered about the climate. And over the course of the last few years, I have told you over and over again in Canada about invasive species. We've got jumping worms, we got moths, we got bees, hornets. There's all sorts of stuff. And what this comes down to is humans, because I like this kitty, I'm going to take it to a place where there are no cats. And therefore the wildlife there has absolutely no concept of what to do with it. Or stoats, or ferrets, or dogs. Essentially what it comes down to is humanity is so insistent on being selfish that, guess what? $423 billion a year. Because invasive species threaten other species, the native species. Australia has fire ants, and of course, because politicians are politicians, they didn't give enough money to solve the problem. Asian hornets apparently are now there to stay in the UK, even though they don't belong there, because they're Asian hornets. Japanese knotwood. It may not be on legs or on wings, but this invasive species is costing both the UK and Canada a great deal. New Zealand has had a great deal of luck. See that? That's a flightless bird. It is the takahe bird. And because humans brought stoats, ferrets, cats, dogs, all sorts of things to New Zealand, which up until humanity showed up was a very closed-in little ecosystem. But humans are what humans are, and because they wanted to rape the land so that their sheep could graze, they brought in all these invasive species. And flightless birds didn't really know what to do with these things. They'd never seen them before. They didn't know they were a threat. So they'd walk up to a cat and go, hey, and then die. So how is New Zealand getting these flightless birds, which have been managing to be increased by 6% every year over the last few years since they've started this effort? Oh, well, simple. Cats, stoats, your invasive species. You're either going to have them locked in the house or they're going to get killed. I'll end this one on a very small good note. Biden, who has done very little in terms of the climate crisis, if you really know what the climate crisis is, as opposed to just the politically sanitized version that most of you are living. Yeah, stopping the oil drilling in Alaska, that's a good choice. Yeah, that's a very